Hello everybody and welcome back to another guitar lesson. Today it's time for the Ritchie Valens special, something I wanted to do for a long time because I'm really intrigued by the distinctive sound and style of Rennie Hall on lead guitar here for Ritchie Valens. And the whole package of the Ritchie Valens special contains the intro and the solo of Come On Let's Go, the solo of Cry Cry Cry, and the whole song of Donna with all the beautiful lines that Rennie Hall played on one of Ritchie's biggest hits, of course, in his very short career, unfortunately. Also included in the Ritchie Valens special, the whole package, are guitar tabs in Guitar Pro and PDF format and jam tracks in 4 different speeds. And I really want to thank James Sunburst, a friend of mine from Hanover, who played bass on the jam tracks because it was just too tricky for me. I think it was Carol Kay on the original recording, some great bass lines, and James helped me out, did a fantastic job. So if you're ever in need of a great bass player, great guy as well, I put his contact information in the description below, as well as my website and my Patreon channel. This is where you can actually get the whole package, the Ritchie Valens special. But right now here on YouTube, I show you how to play the solo from Come On Let's Go. I put the tabs on screen as well, so it's much easier for you to follow along. This was another request, so I hope you really enjoy this lesson here. Come On Let's Go by Ritchie Valens, the solo as played by Rennie Hall. Come On Let's Go by Ritchie Valens is in the key of A, and the solo starts like this. So I think he starts it here on the 10th and 8th fret. You can also do, just sounds a little different. But then you proceed to this position anyway, where you have the index on the 10th fret to play. So you play the 10th fret twice on the B string to 13, 10 on the E string, and then you bend up on 11, almost a half step. Let's put this together, starting on 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 2, 3. Then the next part, where you play 11, 11 again, but you bend up and you want to pick the B string at the same time. Yeah, the index is still on the B string 10th fret. And you come back down and you will hear this note. It's hard to play it slowly. So it sounds like this, yeah? And you play 10, 13 to 10 on the B string, and then you bend up on 12, come back down, play 10, and 11 on the G string. And he does all kinds of tricks, wobbling here on the strings, and also sliding off at the end here. Something like this. So one more time from the top, what we got so far. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Something like that. And then you could be already in the right position to play the next part. That goes like this. Let's break this long phrase down in parts. So you start here on the 5th fret B string to 7, 5 on the E string, and then you bend up on the 7th fret, come back down, back to 5, 8 to 5 on the B string, 7 to 5 on the G string. One more time this part, starting on 3, 1, 2. One more time, 1, 2. Then the next part. Where you play 7 to 5, 7 on the G string. The first 7 was on the D string. Then you bend up, come back down, 5, and then 7 to 5 on the D string. One more time, this last part. And the whole phrase, starting here on the B string, 5th fret. 1, 2. And the next part. You play 7 on the D string to 5 on the G string twice. Then the 7th fret 3 times. Without bending, bending, and then you release again. And to 5 on the G string. We get so far here in this phrase. Back to 7. To 5 and 7 on the D string. And then you finish the phrase with 7, 5, 7 on the D string. And this whole part again. And again, you do some wiggling here on the strings. Next part. That's a hammer on from 4 to 5 on the G string. 5 to 7 on the B string. And then you finish the phrase here on the 5th fret, E string. So let me just repeat the whole part played here on the 5th fret. Yeah? 1, 2. And then you're back on the 10th fret for the next part. Where you start with the hammer on the G string, this time from 10 to 11. Then 10 to 12 on the B string. And then 10 on the E string. So it sounds like this when we put it together. Then on the B string, 12th fret, bend up. Come back down. 10. 12 on the G string. And 9 on the G string. Let's put this together. And the last part. So you start on the B string, 10th fret, play it twice. To 13 on the B string. 10 on the E string, and then you always bend up and come down on the E string here, 11th fret. 3 times. And then the 4th time you bend up, you want to pick the B string as well. Then just the E string, 11 to 10, and then 13 to 10 on the B string, and that's the last part. So it sounds like this. And here's the whole solo for you, played slowly to your just a rhythm guitar.